Welcome to another episode of your favorite after church podcast, the KNoWKi podcast. I'm your man Spaces.
Hey, I go by your boy Moore.
I'm Jay every day.
What's going on, fellas? How was y'all last week?
It was great.
Oh, mine was cool. Mine been decent. I'm good money.
Yeah.
All right, man. It was mine.
Watched
was cool.
the Super Bowl, right? Wasn't the Super Bowl last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? My bad. I'm having problems seeing myself. But yeah, well, it was good, man. We kicked it at the Cigar Lounge. Just some basic rundown. Kicked it at the Black-owned Cigar Lounge out in Highland, Indiana. Salute to them elements. Had some food and stuff. That was great. And we was able to watch Bad Bunny do his thing. So
yeah, like it blows me too, because like people who really like football was like, oh yeah, it was cool, it was all right. But people who don't and just start getting into it because it's sort of a social media thing, that was the worst Super Bowl ever. Well, stop watching football, because that's what football is. We're not going to have 30-point games every time. Sometimes it's going to be teams with good defense. I know it's like far few the team, but that was a good defensive game. That wasn't a horrible game.
no, it wasn't a horrible game. Hell no, it was a horrible performance by Drake May, weak ass.
Yeah, now I can knock the smoke bag of that. It was. He dropped the egg. He laid the egg on that. But that's all I got to say.
Shout out to Seattle though. Shout out to Seattle. Got family out in Seattle.
Yeah.
Seahawks. They bring the pain. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. But I know we're gonna probably go into that. I don't know what Jerry what Spaces got to go say about his week, and then we're gonna probably go into the Super Bowl talk.
Let's go.
Y'all do anything special for Valentine's Day?
Hell yeah, I went to work. I went to work, man. It just, work is priority. Work is priority, Work is priority. At the end of the day, these little man-made holidays, you be honest, man, Valentine's Day should be, and I get it, it's like a little special day, and it should make you, make you feel, cozy and shit inside, and butterflies and all that shit. But you should be doing that, different things with your lady. You shouldn't have to wait until Valentine's Day.
I agree, because I'm on the same sentiment of that. Like, I don't be liking it because I don't like them jacking up prices and shit. Like, shit be right regular there. This and regular that, and all of a sudden on Valentine's Day, this shit went from $30 to $75. Are you serious?
Flowers. On
a regular day, this shit like flour was normally like $12.99, $15.99. On Valentine's Day, this shit $39.99, $49.99. Like, come on, man.
They do that with everything though.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't participate in a lot of shit, and I just go ahead and do what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna let somebody else or the culture or whatever tell me to do this and do that. I'm gonna do it regardless. And sometimes you try to explain that to your ladies and stuff too. Like, bro, I'd rather just give you the money than go buy this shit and give it to one of them.
All right.
Yeah, it's cool. It was I had a decent week. Nothing really special to talk about. A while ago, I went to see the movie The Housemaid. I never talked about it on here, I don't think. It's definitely worth watching. Even if you catch it on a regular day, like if you're just at home on a Friday night or Tuesday night or whatever, it is something to watch because it puts a very good spin on the story. Unexpectedly good. So, but outside of that, no, nothing special to explain or talk about. But speaking of the Super Bowl, the halftime show was a very big topic of conversation. spend a few minutes and talk about that. What are you guys' thoughts about it?
I want to let one of y'all go first. Any one of y'all go first. I want to go last.
My thoughts on the halftime show. Like I didn't really have any, well, I guess the big deal for me is that they could have put on like, some, at least had the decency. To me, the NFL could have had the decency of putting on some English subtitle. For those people, we kind of wanted to know what they were saying, but some feedback from me, some feedback that I was told was like, oh, you should learn how to speak Spanish or some shit like that. So, but and I mean, to me, that doesn't even make sense. Like, this is American football. It's dominated by, basically Americans. So at least, and I understand everybody needs to, I guess, have their turn as far as, performing and stuff like that. That's cool. But, like I said, just had the decency because most of it was in Spanish. Like 95% of the shit was in Spanish. So, yeah, I mean, I think, was that Lady Gaga that came up on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever she was saying, that was the English part. But outside of that, I mean, look, it was good to see the different, I guess, the different Hispanic groups come together. But I just think at a time like this, it's to me, it was really just to agitate a situation because you got Donald Trump in office. You know what I mean? You could have picked any other time to do something like this, right? You could have done this when Joe Biden was in office or Barack Obama, something like that. But, to me, it's just you trying to further divide. So, but the performance, I guess, it was cool.
So you guys know how I reacted. What you two specifically know what my sentiments were. And, you also know I pride myself on having an informed opinion about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it originally when we were watching it when we were at the cigar lounge, and I mean it was kind of not on purpose, but also on purpose at the same time because I was eating my food. I cared more about my food than I did the halftime show. But then I decided to watch it today, and the performance itself wasn't bad to me. I like the part where he was on top of the bodega or whatever, and he fell through the roof. That was unexpected. I was like, wow. I did not like the fact that there were two scenes where men were grinding on each other, and I saw Cardi B and Jessica Alba in there, so I'm like, okay, Cardi B looked dumb as always. But outside of that, Jessica Alba, whatever. It's a celebration of the culture, whatever. The absolute majority of people that don't speak Spanish that were responding to it that didn't have a problem with it, they said, oh, it sounded good. I got my energy going, and got my the beats were good and all that stuff. I also saw on the other end that people were saying the crowd that was at the show wasn't engaged, and in one part of the performance you saw the camera pan, it showed the people that were in, I guess you'd say, the nosebleeds, and they were not engaged. I mean, they might have had their phones out, but they were not engaged into the performance at all. I think ultimately that it's an American culture. At the very least, and I would accept that, exactly what Jay Everyday said. Just subtitles, man. In every other culture of the world, they expect you to assimilate to their language, assimilate to their customs.
What is our language?
Huh?
What is our language?
What is what language?
What is our language? What is America's dedicated language?
The absolute majority of Americans speak English.
No, I did not. I understand that. I get you. What is the sentiment of on the books? What is our language on the books for America?
This is I'm trying to follow.
We don't have one. On the books for America, we don't have a language.
Is that the same thing for other places?
they on the books, they got their language in the books. They on the books, this is what our language is. We don't have a language.
Okay.
So you can't say, oh, speak our language when we don't have one. I just want to push back on that because, we got to, like you say, you want to be in tune with it. And I don't want to interrupt your thing. I just want to interrupt that part because a lot of people says that and tell the Spanish. And I'm with you on that. But we need to get a dedicated language too. We need to put the shit on the books if we want to say that.
Hey, Mom,
what's up?
as you bring that up, though, I'm going to have some pushback in regards to that as I'm thinking as a truck driver.
Yeah.
Right? As a truck driver, you need to know the language, right?
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I just, and as I'm thinking about it, because it's like, this is from the entertainment aspect of it, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, we don't have a quote unquote official language, but like, we got to be real, like, bro, to me, we can't keep operating, trying to appease these, basically different groups. If the main language is, and this isn't just a knock on, it's not a knock on Spanish speak. I'm talking about Polish or whoever else, whatever else. Like, bro, everybody needs to be able to learn the language.
I agree with Spaces too. I'm just saying about we need to put that on the books though. That's what my sentiment is.
And I think it's not on the books just because it's
common knowledge.
It's the point of having confusion. You want people to, like, for conversations like this, to me, it's like they want to have this type of confusion.
Oh, so you saying
about things.
They want me to get a pushback to Spaces because of a different type of argument.
Yeah, I think like people's argument be like, because I've heard it before. It's like, well, English isn't the official language.
Yeah, and that's the only thing I'm saying.
Yeah. And it's like, I feel like the United States do shit like that on purpose. Like, bro, you could easily make, just like every other country has made, something their official language.
Yeah, and I think
so we wouldn't even have these conversations. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm rocking with you and Spaces. I'm agreeing with Spaces on some of the things with the subtitles and all that stuff. I'm agreeing, but I think they need to put that on the books so we can't be sitting up here going back and forth talking about the language. And I'm agreeing with you. I think everybody should, when you come to this country, understand and speak English. And know what everything fucking means. Point blank, period. Ain't no pushback from that. But I also think that they need to put it on the books too, though. But go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry for interrupting you. I just wanted to say that part. That's all the thing.
I think just off the strength of the fact that it's common knowledge that the majority of Americans speak, or the language that's spoken in America is English. I agree. Okay, put it on the books. I'm not arguing that whatsoever. The absolute majority of the people in America speak English. I'm talking about the overwhelming majority. So I hear arguments talking about that 40 million people in America speak Spanish. Well, there's 335 million, 340 million people in America. What about every single body else? And also with that, because I was having this conversation with somebody, and they said, actually, this is one of the arguments I heard was, the 40 million people speak Spanish. Well, I would argue that there are people that are of Puerto Rican, Mexican, Spanish-speaking cultures that don't speak Spanish at all.
And,
they don't speak it. They don't understand it. Token, what's good, bro?
To add to what you're saying, Spaces, not only they don't speak Spanish, or some of them can speak both languages, so they understand English. But it's rare that you're gonna have. I wouldn't say it's rare, but it's like you're gonna have people that speak both languages or don't speak Spanish. You're gonna have more of those than you're gonna have that's gonna be Spanish only. To me, if you're Spanish speaking only, you're about an illegal immigrant. Outside of outside of people that live in Puerto Rico, because I get it. You know what I mean? That's still part of the United States. But Puerto Rico isn't that big of a population, right? So if you're in America and if you're in the mainland United States, let me put it like that, and you only speak Spanish, I can 95, 96% you're about an illegal immigrant.
I would agree with that. It's so I typed in population of Puerto Rico as of 2025. As of mid 25, the population of Puerto Rico is estimated approximately 3.18 million to 3.2 million.
About the size of Chicago. The Chicago proper.
But yeah, that's my only sentiment. I'm not necessarily. I saw him at the end. He said, God bless America. He also said at the end that when they were waving the flags, they had the American flag first, which I agree with. I think ultimately, I didn't have an issue with them emphasizing their culture and the things that they had going on inside of Puerto Rico. On the other side, it's like just give me some English. That's all I want. That's all I want. You don't even necessarily have to necessarily learn. First of all, Bad Bunny was accepting some sort of award, and you could tell that he barely speaks English. I can accept that. Whatever. Maybe you recently got your citizenship or whatever the case. I can accept that. If you're
Puerto Rican, dog.
English. Puerto Rican, dog.
Puerto Rican, dog. They naturalized citizens.
Bro, I have a different theory about that, but I'm saying like ultimately, I just want some English. Period. I don't care who's up. I don't want to say I don't care, but whoever's up on a national football league's halftime show stage, I want English.
I'm curious on your theory behind that.
I view because I looked at let's see. Token said you don't understand if you translate their music, it won't make sense. Hey, listen, I've watched anime in subtitled anime. It is what it is. I just want some English.
Yeah, I mean, we you know what I'm saying, we're trying to just get the gist of it. I'm not trying to, that's like, he means, I mean, you just kind of want an idea of what they're saying. Is it going to be word for word? No. But, I mean, I feel like a translation, subtitle is better than not knowing what they're saying completely.
Go ahead, Marlon. I'll come back. Pull something up real quick on your thoughts.
My thoughts on the halftime show was I'm on the sentiment of y'all, and I'm not at the same time. Like me and Jay, every day we watched the whole thing from beginning to end while we were sitting there. And I was gonna ask you, did you watch it too? But you said you went back and watched it. Because I wasn't really paying attention to you because you was like on my left and I was turning to the right watching the Super Bowl. So I was really actually into the game and watching the Super Bowl unless I was talking, then I was turning back. So for me, for the halftime show, I said it was garbage, and I said it was also not garbage at the same time. I said it was garbage because nigga, I didn't really understand what he was talking about, and I get your sentiment on that. We didn't understand it or whatever. But from that point, I understand what y'all talking about if y'all say it was garbage. But if you look at, what's going on? What's going on, Token and just another brown girl in America? If you said,
how y'all doing?
If you looked at that and said that it was garbage from a performance and a production thing, I stopped talking to you. Because his performance, I don't care what you say. If you watch that, the performance that man put on, if you would have just put it on mute, you would have been like, this shit cold. From the little grass when they was in the, I don't know what the fuck kind of fields them is, when he was on a light pole, when he fell to the boat.
Sugarcane field, I believe.
Sugarcane field? Okay, I ain't want to say it, and then I didn't really know what it was. That from the dancers, the women, the men, everything in there, from everything, shit was cold. Only thing I had a problem with was him speaking Spanish, and I didn't understand it because I don't speak Spanish. But other than that, motherfuckers to sit up here and say this was the garbage of Super Bowl or whatever, I stopped talking to them because y'all just started getting on to Super Bowl and halftime shows because it became popular on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and shit. Y'all not real football fans. So why am I talking to you? So you go ahead for the entertainment purpose and you do what you do, that's cool, that's fine and dandy. But to me, that wasn't a bad Super Bowl game, period. And the halftime show was not that bad. Only thing bad I could say is that it was motherfucking in Spanish. That's the only bad gripe I had with it. But the performance-wise was fucking chef kiss. That shit was good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, somebody told me that it was a part of the performance where some people were hanging on light poles.
Yeah, he was up there too.
Yeah, and they told me that that's representation of some flooding or something that's happening in Puerto Rico. Something that's happening in Puerto Rico.
I thought it was because they so part of America, but they grid always go blackout and they be without lights for 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time.
That I think that was it. I was like, oh wow, that's
like Texas, man.
Yeah, so to me, overall, it was a decent Super Bowl and all that. I'm not gonna say this shit was the garbage one and all that other stuff. The game was good. If you like defense and you like hitting, that's what one of them games was. Man, salute out to number 0 on Gonzalez. That we speaking of Spanish speaking people. The man was like the best player on the field for New England. He kept them in his game single-handedly. Top 3 corner. I'm not trying to hit it. I don't want to put Jerry Day on him. I'm like, Jerry Day, he like that though. But overall, it was decent. The Super Bowl was decent. Halftime show was decent or whatever. So I'm gonna turn it back over to Spaces to hear his thesis on why he said about Puerto Rico.
My theory is that it's just they don't recognize it. How do I say this? It's just air. It's like territory that is being watched by America. To me, the way I understand it. If people are in Puerto Rico, they come to America and get citizenship. They will have a hyphenated citizenship, Puerto Rican American. They don't say that. The only way I view it is if they can say that they're American first. And again, that's not an issue with immigration. That's not an issue with people coming to America to find a better life or whatever the case. Desiree, what's good? But I just think I look at it as a place that America is watching and has I guess you could say have ownership over. Maybe that's not the best way to phrase it, but no, I recognize.
What up?
I also noticed that he had, and this was something that I just noticed. I didn't have an issue with. When it started and ended, and certain points throughout the show, he had a American football in his arms. I just thought, of course, it's the NFL, it's the National Football League, it's in America and all that stuff. Well, if in America, you should have been in English. But anyway, I'm just wondering, like, why didn't he have a soccer ball in his hand?
To me, I look at it as he had a football game. Why we have a soccer ball?
He's representing Puerto Rico. That's the main sport that's played in Puerto Rico, no?
Yeah, but he's at a football game, though. He's at a National Football League game. He's trying to show and make inclusion. Like to me, right? No matter how you put it, the man tried to make everybody inclusive in this thing, even though he spoke Spanish. If you look at this, he tried to include every fucking body that's part of the United States. And we still have, and I'm going to put everybody into it because I'm not going to single out nobody. We still have a fucking problem with him including and trying to be peaceful. It's still something wrong with that. That's crazy. We need to look at ourselves. Huh?
People are going to have a
But that's crazy to me, and that's why I don't sit up here and go back and forth, because it don't matter what you do or how much you try to include everybody, how much you try to say love this, love that. People always got something to fucking say. And what's my motto? That's why I don't like fucking people. It's always a fucking problem. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, it's a fucking problem. Every fucking time it's a problem. The man tried to do everything he could in his power to make everybody inclusive, including his own people, representing his own self, bigging up his own country, his own part of the United States, his own everything, and we still got a problem about that. That's crazy.
Are you saying that in reference to the fact that of what I just said?
No, I just said everybody. I didn't say you. I said everybody. Everybody that got a problem with it. And you in that everybody, I'm in that everybody too, because I said something about him speaking Spanish. I said everybody. He tried to make everybody inclusive as much as he could. He tried to make everybody inclusive on top of trying to tell everybody who he is as a person and what his culture is and everything like that. And we as people still have a problem with it. That's crazy.
So the different people shouldn't have their own opinions and thoughts about what's going on?
Bro, but he tried to make inclusive everybody, and we still got just nitpicking. You just said something about a football. And why you have a soccer ball?
I was just asking. I also said that I didn't necessarily have a problem with it. I said it was something that I noticed.
Bro, it just don't. That's just my thoughts, bro. That's just what I just thought about. Like, because it just make it. That's why exactly why I just shut down. I stopped talking and all that because people get on my fucking nerve. Because it's always something. It's like never. It never can be just. Oh, you did this. Okay, cool. Thank you. It's going. Oh, you did this, but thank you this. But you could have did this. You know what?
There's 337 million in America.
Puerto Rico, we also got to be fair, though. Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens. Like, they're born U.S. citizens. So they speak Spanish, but they are born U.S. citizens. That's like, they don't have to come over here for citizenship. They automatically have citizenship. It's like if you were to leave Illinois to go to Indiana, you can leave Puerto Rico and come to Illinois. You have citizenship. So, I mean, we can't, we got to be kind of accurate in regards to that, though. But all I was saying, as far as you need subtitles, I would have appreciated that.
If that's the case, so if people are born in Puerto Rico and then they automatically have American citizenship, they can then leave Puerto Rico and come to America, right? That's what we're saying?
Yeah. Yes.
And they wouldn't need any additional paperwork or type of thing?
No.
Genuine question, because I don't know.
No, they don't.
Because I'm saying if Maul left. Oh,
you got Google. Google
no. I've been sitting there saying,
I know quite a few Puerto Ricans, bro.
Yeah, it's Americans. They're Americans.
Even then, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to take, my anecdotal. You could just kind of Google it, but
they're Americans.
Puerto Ricans are born with citizenship.
They're Americans. They just speak Spanish. They're Americans. They get to do everything we get to do.
So would they then? Again, this is a genuine question. So I'm learning right now.
Mm-hmm.
So would they call themselves Puerto Rican Americans if they still live in Puerto Rico?
So Space.
I've never heard a person call themselves Puerto Rican. They normally just call themselves Puerto Ricans.
Hold on.
Normally, that's what I hear. I never hear them say Puerto Rican American. But to me, what you kind of delineate to, if you want to call yourself, I don't have a problem with you calling yourself Puerto Rican. And just like somebody, if I were to call myself Chicagoan or Californian or Texan or Floridian or whatever, you see what I'm saying? I don't have a New Yorker. I don't have a problem with that. Still part of the United States. Hawaiian.
But that's the thing I don't have.
The only difference between Hawaii and Puerto Rico closer to the United States than Hawaii. Only difference is that Hawaii is a state.
Yeah.
A lot of times I don't even think they allow Puerto Rico to become a state. They both under the Jones Act, I believe. The Jones Act of 1917. So you know what I mean? But they're both considered citizens. So, Guam as well. The people, whatever little people it is on the island of Guam. But, we got to start. I mean, we got to respect those people too.
But this the thing, and I don't want to act like we because sometimes it be seeming like we jumping on spaces or we jumping on each other, and I don't want that to be the case. But you didn't look up all this before you start spewing, saying this stuff. Like you didn't know that, and I'm not trying to say like you're dumb or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but we didn't look up because when we was talking about it, I looked it up the other day, and I was trying to see okay, I know Puerto Rico been a part of the United States, but I wanted to go see how long have they been part of the United States.
I looked that up.
I went and looked up a lot of stuff so I can know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna sit up here and say that they're not, but then you ain't gonna look it all up to see.
I looked up when did Puerto Rico become a U.S. territory.
All right.
I didn't think in my research. I didn't think to look if Puerto Ricans had to file for I don't know anything about the Jones Act. Nothing about the Jones Act that I saw came up, so I didn't think to look for it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm learning. And as I said, I don't know. I admitted I don't know anything about this.
No, but they always been like that. They Puerto Ricans has been part of the United States. They come over here all the time, go back and forth. It's just that we don't recognize it's just that we don't put as much money as that we do in the rest of the United States with them. If we give all these other countries money when we should be giving it to them to big up their stuff and to help them with with that stuff, especially if they're part of us. We give all this money to Ukraine and all this other shit when they're not part of the United States. A lot of this money should be going to Puerto Rico. They're part of the United States. They right with us. They just speak Spanish. That's it. That's the only difference that they have. They speak Spanish.
Yeah, Puerto Rico's in a real good. The reason Puerto Rico even became a territory, from what I've learned in school, is that Puerto Rico was just in a good strategic position as far as controlling the ships that go into the Panama Canal. It's kind of almost like how the United States won Greenland. It's in a good strategic position as far as watching over Russia.
Yeah, but it just be baffling me that people be like talking about Puerto Rico like they not part of the United States, like they not U.S. citizens. Like that's crazy.
So it says Puerto Rico became a U.S. territory in 1898 following the Spanish-American War as Spain ceded the island under the Treaty of Paris. The U.S. sought strategic military and economic control in the Caribbean, invading July 25th, 1898, to solidify its position in an emerging global war. So kind of along the lines of what Jay did. Well, I'll just put it up on the screen real quick. So I end up typing in why did Puerto Rico become a U.S. territory. So the strategic military interest, the U.S. Navy considered the island a vital central location for a naval station in the Caribbean. The economic expansion is the U.S. viewed the island as a new market for selling excess manufactured goods for potential investment. Okay. Let's see. That's where we were. Let's see. Let's catch up with these real quick. Desiree said, but Puerto Rico is part of America. That I knew, but some details that I didn't know. Token agreeing with Maul. Facts, Nabs Beauty. I think that's what all three of us agree. Well, I think that's what I know for sure. Me and Jay Day saying, "What'd you think about that, Maul? You just
subtitle?
Yeah.
No. I said I agree with y'all on that. I agree with you totally on that. Like that's the only thing. That's the only reason why I would call it garbage, because I didn't understand it. Shit, it looked like they was having a good time. I wish I could have understood it. I would have got up and started salsaing and shit too. It looked like they were having a wonderful time.
That, especially towards the end when they were showing an aerial view and everybody was on the bro, I was like, this looks so fun. And I've been on stage play before. Like, look, the choreography. I was thinking for the stage play that I was on, it took, I think it was like 3 months for us to practice and get together a show that was going to be 2 hours long or something like that, or maybe an hour and a half long with a 30-minute intermission, something like that. It took 3 months to get that 2 hours together, 2 or 3 hours. But and I'm thinking all of these different people learning the choreography and choreography from the actual choreography, the dance moves, to the choreography for where people are going to be positioned. This was a great show.
That's what I said. And that's why I was like, if you like, I can understand you saying subtitles and you didn't understand. But if you looked at that from a production thing and choreography and all that other type of stuff, hey, Jay, every day, mute your camera. Cut your camera off. I don't think you hear us.
Yeah. I was just putting the bag in the back. Y'all go ahead.
Okay. But if you was looking at this from like a production thing and all that stuff, yeah, you need to go ahead and you can go ahead and cancel that. Like that's cap. Because from this, you dig the production and the choreography and all that. This shit was amazing. Shit was amazing.
Yeah. 1,000%. I agree with that. Tug said, what about Guam? Guam is territory too, so they're American at birth too. They'll be up on the stage next year, and then they'll be speaking in their language with no subtitles. Virgin Islands, exactly. And that's what you said. PR has a different culture too. Desiree said, it's very crazy, Ma. Even our orange president didn't know Puerto Rico was part of the U.S.
That's crazy.
Oh man. And then,
I just want people to be honest and fair. That's the only thing I like. Even if I go against it, I can agree if it's fair or if I'm biased. And I will tell you I'm biased. Like when Okay, I'm gonna give an example. Everyday know. I don't like a bunch of NBA players, NFL players, but I would tell you I'm biased, and I would tell you like I'm not going to sit up here and say no NFL player or NBA player, they're garbage to their standard, but to everyday people they cold as hell. But for the NBA, I'll say that for the NBA, they're like on the bottom of the totem pole to me. They garbage. But if you come in the YMCA at like LA Fitness or something, man, they'll bust your motherfucking ass.
And that's the beauty. She called what I called too. She said the crowd was dead though. Facts.
No, I can agree.
Yeah, they were dead.
Agree. Huh?
No, they were dead.
No, but people only show certain sections. That's what I'm saying. Unless we would a hole around the whole stadium to know if they were dead or not. And then I look at it like this too. I can probably agree with y'all, but ain't all concerts dead because everybody's always filming? Ain't nobody really hyped no more at concerts.
I don't know. From my perspective, I seen it wasn't a lot of, you know, it didn't look like, you know, people were really rocking with it. Now, you know, people could say whatever they was doing at home. You know, niggas act like they be in the Latin part of the club. You know what I mean? And I know damn know and they don't. You know what I'm saying? Niggas act like that's where they be at. No, you don't be over there. You know what I mean? You know, what was the dance they was doing?
I don't know.
Salsa?
No,
like that.
See, we don't even know what part. That could have been merengue. That could have been sambo. That could have been, you know what I'm saying? We don't know.
Hey, did you say sambo?
Sambo.
I don't know what that is. What that is? That sounds.
Yeah.
What that is?
I think they do that shit in Brazil. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's part of them. That's part of them too.
They speak Portuguese.
But they part of their culture. They all the same.
Damn.
Desiree said, I love the Super Bowl show. I Googled it. I Googled the meaning. It definitely was a vibe. Only thing I wish was subtitles, but it was a great show. Facts.
See, that's all I wanted, man. Some subtitles. The fuck is you saying, man? That's it. Let me catch on a little bit of that.
It was one dude that went viral. It was a white dude. He did part of the song, the first song that he did, in like English. And I'm like, damn, this shit sound kind of fire a little bit, if that's what he's saying for real. Because he was talking about how his auntie or whatever was telling him when he's gonna get married, but he was talking about he loved all the girls. He loved all the girls at the club, so he can't get married. There's just too many of them.
I like how
all the girls.
Talking.
Say it again.
He said he like all the girls.
I ain't gonna go there with you. I ain't going there with you. I'm gonna leave that alone. Leave that alone. I'm not going there with you. I know exactly where you're going. I'm not going.
He don't love all the girls.
I'm not going there with you, though, bro.
You gotta be real. He got a hankering. You know what I'm saying? Now, he also got a hankering. He also got a hankering for some tankering. You know what I mean? And this isn't me coming up with it. You know, that's what he's okay with that. You know, and then.
So one of the things that came up about this was immediately after the show they started talking about how Bad Bunny's his performance was the most viewed one ever. So they said it was like he did like 1 million more than Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I knew they was lying.
I'm trying to pull up the list that I saw. It's always different when you see it on the computer.
Yeah, it's so many conflicting stories. What's the real number though?
Nielsen, I take Nielsen SoundScan to be the official.
How much was that?
I think it was like 124.
Oh, 124. So, but he was still on the top 5 of most watched all time, though, right?
Yeah, he was still top 5. But it's the point of you're trying to. The fuck is you lying for? You see what I'm saying? Like, why are you lying about the numbers? Let the numbers be the numbers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, like this was like everybody was watching. No, you know what I'm saying? Just let the numbers be the numbers. Stop, don't lie.
This is part of the reason why I have issue with it. So this is it's not a. I'll just put it up on the screen, but this is it goes along with what I saw. So this is from the biglead.com. Official rankings of the most watched Super Bowl halftime shows where Bad Bunny stands. Number 1 is Kendrick Lamar. Oh, let me make the screen. There we go. All right. Number 1 was Kendrick Lamar. Viewership 133.5 million. Move that out the way. And then number 2, Michael Jackson.
Hey, pause right there. Like, come bring me back on the screen. Bring all of us. Look, man. For any one of you young dumb motherfuckers that's on here, we're gonna talk about y'all in a minute. We old dumb motherfuckers too. And excuse my language, little kiddies. But for Michael Jackson to still be number 2 after damn near 20-some years or whatever you want to call it, man, y'all ain't touching that man. Huh?
Pre-internet.
Bro, y'all not touching that man. It will never, and when I mean it'll never be another Michael Jackson. I don't care what you say.
They need to do some inflation numbers for Michael Jackson.
What? Because for him to still be up there after all, bro, people don't understand when I watch that Super Bowl. You get 17 minutes. For 5 of those minutes, the man sit on the stage and didn't say nothing, and people was going crazy and falling out. So, and technically, his show was 12 minutes.
You know how deranged you got to be to fall out?
Man, MJ. That's the real MJ. We got like 3 MJs. I mean, 3 MJs, 2 MJs, and that's the one. That's the one-on-one. Y'all know the other one. We wear his shoes all the time. But he number 1. He the real. He the first MJ.
And that's what I was thinking.
Like bro, he's still up there after all this time.
When this whole conversation came out and people were mentioning Michael Jackson, I was like, wait a minute. Michael Jackson got 133 million raw views. Like these people are Bad Bunny even and Kendrick Lamar, because those are the 2 main names that we're talking about right now. They got 133 million with social media.
Yeah.
He got 133 million without it.
Man, I'm going to listen to some Liberian Girl as soon as I get in the car. Y'all just piss me off. I'm going to listen to Liberian Girl as soon as we get there and I get in the car. Watch this.
Oh man, so and then Usher was number 3 with 123 million. Bad Bunny sitting at number 4.
That was a fun halftime show with Usher.
Yeah, Usher was that had you really dancing right there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So yeah, a lot of people, and I think, in my wholehearted opinion, I think people just started saying that because of Puerto Rican in particular people started, because those are the ones that I first saw it. We're saying it because I personally think there is a certain level of competition on that part. Puerto Ricans against Black people, I think. But for people to start saying that right off the bat, and the show hadn't been over, but there was no way to calculate the numbers to turn around and say it was the most viewed. How do you know that? There's no list that came out yet to say that.
I was thinking it was going to be that. I'm not going to lie to you, because I told you that. I say this is going to probably end up being one of the most viewed when it's all said and done, because when you got America that fuck with him too, because he's like, at one point, Bad Bunny is like the most listened to stream artist across platforms, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but I don't know. A lot of people.
I think it is. If I'm not mistaken, that's why I thought it was going to translate into that.
Yeah, but this last point about this, what y'all think about Turning Point USA also doing a halftime show? I started to watch. I got through almost all of it, but what do y'all think?
You actually watched that?
I informed opinion.
I don't got no opinion about that, but sometimes you just don't gotta have no opinion on everything. I just don't got one. I didn't watch it. I didn't care to watch it. I don't have no nothing about that.
Yeah, I didn't. That wasn't a part of the official halftime show, so I'm not what Turning Point got. But what I will say is, yes, I think there is somewhat of a competition between Blacks and Puerto Ricans and Blacks. And I'll just give you an example. The Shakur Stevenson fight, right? Shakur Stevenson. Now I'm aware Shakur Stevenson is half Puerto Rican. I think his dad is Puerto Rican, right? But Shakur Stevenson because he had his Puerto Rican flag, which was fine. But during the fight and even prior to the fight, like Hispanics in general and Puerto Ricans was not claiming no Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson wins the fight, and now it was all of a sudden shout out to Puerto Rico. You see what I'm saying? When he was fighting Teofimo Lopez, it was basically I didn't hear Puerto Ricans like, man, he's a fellow Puerto Rican, right? No, black people was the only one champion and saying, you know, saying they hope he win. Then he wins. Now Puerto Ricans want to get on board. You know, and it's kind of the same thing. It's the same thing when it comes to hip hop and shit like that. Now all of a sudden Puerto Ricans created hip hop.
What?
Fat Joe said that.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden they created hip hop.
Hey, I'm gonna
Like,
keep
bro,
saying.
I mean, y'all had a hand in it, which is fine. But you created it? No. Like, come on, bro.
Look here.
I gotta stop lying.
Hey, look, every day you done heard me say this in space. You done heard me say this too, and I'm gonna keep shouting it. I'm 41. I don't got time for that foolery. Let that nigga keep thinking they created hip hop and keep it moving. They ain't don't go back and forth with idiots. What they say when you argue with clown, people from afar don't know who part of the circus. I'm not arguing with nobody, especially why am I going back and forth? You said what you said, okay, and then they look at you for a rebuttal. I don't have a rebuttal. I'm starting to reserve some of my opinions because I don't need you niggas knowing everything I think about. I'm gonna leave that for the group chat. I don't want you knowing everything I'll be thinking about because when I start saying it, you start looking at me crazy and different. So I'm gonna leave it and let you think what you want to think. I'm not putting my opinion on everything no more. So, now that'll be a good one. Just a brown girl grinding. I was going to ask him this question too, and I was going to ask everybody in the chat. Who y'all think should do the Super Bowl next? And that's the name I would think who should do it next. I really want to see that.
It's a general consensus on all of these different conversations that I've heard. Every single person said Chris Brown.
I think Chris Brown will kill it.
Jay-Z ain't gonna let that happen, bro.
I really don't.
Jay-Z an all-out hater. That being said, just a brown girl in America. Did you say he could compete with Michael Jackson? Chris Brown, I love Chris Brown. Chris Brown, you know, he's been around like for a long time, but he just don't have the allure of Michael Jackson. Like
look here, Jay, every day. You about to be 41, so you're gonna start thinking the same way. Don't argue going back and forth. Just tell her nothing, just the girl Brown. Okay, she's just as old as we is, and she gonna say something like that. She know. And I love Chris Brown too, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah, he ain't got because I already know when they announce Chris Brown, if they announce Chris Brown, they're gonna start bringing up.
Okay. I'm sorry.
They're gonna start bringing up how he used to beat women or he beat Rihanna. I already can see the play, man. I already see how they're finna do this. Now it's like, you got this woman beater on stage. There's always gonna be some shit.
Facts. Just said that. Facts.
I
agree with you. I'm sorry. Just another background, Nikki. I agree with you on that. Like far as great show, I can agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, Chris Brown, he gonna be humping the flow, be doing all types of shit.
He gonna be beating the air.
He'll be throwing chairs.
Oh shit, man. But what's my other two codes? Would y'all like to see Chris Brown in the next one though?
10,000%.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Chris Brown. I don't, whoever y'all have, it don't matter. Like I said, it could have, like I told you yesterday, it could have been Garth Brooks on this motherfucker. It wouldn't have mattered to me. I'm just sitting here looking at it. My only issue was, again, subtitles. Have some of that on. So, I can feel inclusive, just like everybody else want to feel inclusive.
Yeah. What's up, Cultivate? How you doing today?
What up, Cultivate? Your roots.
Yeah, man. All right. So thank you guys for kicking with us. Hit the like button. Share this with 2 people. Let them know that your favorite After Church podcast is live. In connection to, Black people and immigration and all that stuff, there's a country singer, I guess you would call him black, dark skin, whatever. He is an immigrant. I forget where he's from, but he might even say it.
Nigeria.
Nigerian. You already know. I believe a lot of these people are here to replace Black people, but that's a different conversation. So Shabuzi went online. He won a Grammy, I believe it was. And these award shows are turning into celebrities' opportunity to spouse their political views or whatever. Just get your awards, say your thank yous, leave, whatever. Maybe that's just me, but check out what he said.
Damn. I just walked in here literally 10 seconds ago. I got a speech, man. I've never written a speech in my life, and yesterday I said, I should write a speech. I said, dear God, I just want to say thank you. Nothing is possible without you. Your love and will preserves me through it all. I want to also thank my mother, who as of today has retired from her job after 30 years. Working in the medical field as a registered nurse in the psych ward. She worked 3 to 4 jobs just to provide for me and my four siblings as an immigrant in this country. Thank you, Mom. Sorry, I know I don't got too much time. I'm gonna read this whole speech though. I also want to thank Jared Cotter, Abbas Patti, Tina Davis, Ghazi, Nima, Nate Stevenson, and the entire Empire team for believing in me. Thank you so much, brother. And everybody else, Sean Cook, Nevin Sastry, Josh Klein, and TKG, my lawyer, Bob Celeste, and everybody that's a part of this, Harvey Mason, thank you so much. I have the greatest team in the world. Thank you so much. And again, the last thing I want to say, immigrants built this country, literally. So this is for them, for all children of immigrants. This is also for those who came to this country in search of better opportunity to be a part of a nation that promised freedom for all and equal opportunity to everyone willing to work for it. Thank you for bringing your culture, your music, your stories, and your traditions here. You give America color. I love y'all so much. Thank you.
All right, so let me read some of the comments, actually.
Did he say immigrants built this country? That what he said?
Yep. He said it was, this person said it was good. Let me see. How can y'all see? Let me pull it, make sure y'all can see. There we go. This person said, Nelly Nicole said it was good until it wasn't. Mama Chaos said, do people not realize that it's the illegal immigrants being deported along with immigrants who legally come into our country? It's the ones who don't go through the legal process that are being deported. Sadie said, if you give America color, I'm so proud of you. I'm confused on what he said wrong. Holy God tier speech. Imagine hearing this beautiful speech, thinking the most important figures in his life and calling out the most pressing injustices right now, and thinking to yourself, now how can I make this about me? Okay, so what are you guys' thoughts? Let's start with you, Mo.
You heard what I just said. Sometimes I don't be wanting everybody to know my thoughts. And this is one of those times I'm going to exercise my First Amendment, meaning my whatever right it is to remain silent. So I'm going to let you and J every day handle that because I'm really getting tired of people, like for real. Real. Like the speech was cool. Man, look, I just let me be silent. Go ahead. You and J every day handle that. I'm cool. I don't got no opinion on it.
J every day.
Yeah, just something kind of real quick. I think it's kind of a slap in the, I don't know, I feel like it'd be like a slap in the face to, just black people in general. When people say immigrants built this country, like, if it wasn't for like civil rights acts that black Americans even had in place or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that black Americans fought for, a lot of these immigrants, black, white, or candy stripes, wouldn't even be over here. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know why they always feel the need to, again, say, oh, immigrants did this and immigrants did that. I'm just curious on why they feel the need to always say that. Outside of that, congratulations to him for his award. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, it's kind of slap in the face every time you hear, especially like, immigrants from Nigeria or the African countries or even maybe the Caribbean. And it's always like immigrants did this, this, and this. And my retort to that is, why don't y'all get that shit popping in your own country?
Mm-hmm.
Why your own? I mean, why your own country? As much as you built over here, why you ain't built that shit over there?
Token said, I think everyone is taking it out of context. Africans were brought here against their will, but are they not technically immigrants?
No. No. No, that's not it. Even by definition.
Oh man. Oh.
I've never heard an enslaved person be like, I'm an immigrant.
I never thought about that. So immigration, the idea of being an immigrant is based upon you voluntarily going to wherever it is that you're going, right? That's what you're saying versus being a slave and forced to be brought. Oh man, I think I said this when we were talking about the other people in previous conversations. Well, I just like I said before we played this, I think a lot of these people are here to replace Black people. I think I do not think that every single Black person that's in America came from Africa. I think there was a substantial amount of Black people here already. It just doesn't. The more I think about it, the more I go down a rabbit hole. I start thinking like, this is not connecting. This is not making sense. So to say that immigrants built this country, but not also say, well, but see, I can't even expect people to say it because people don't have that delineation. But why don't you say Black people built this? Oh, let me get J Everyday back up here. Why don't you say Black people built this country?
You say, why don't I say Black people built this country?
Oh no, well, not you, them. People like Shabuzi.
Because they want to, I guess, they want other immigrants, i.e., Hispanic immigrants and other immigrants like that.
You said they want to do what?
Be inclusive to other immigrants.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So to me, it's like you would rather exclude, I guess, a race of people, but include the group of people that I guess you feel that you represent.
Oh man. Let's see. Token said, were they considered countrymen or property?
I mean, everybody that came over here weren't slaves. We first got to understand, once we understand that, and you had free people of color. So, and then also I would venture to say you'd also have people that were indigenous here and, kind of got amalgamated under the we all came from Africa thing. Like, I don't necessarily agree with that everybody came from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another story for another day. But
yeah.
You guys know that I don't necessarily agree that everybody came from Africa, via the Atlantic slave trade. To me, like numbers, it doesn't even make sense.
He said, all right, I hope you pull up his next statement clarifying this statement. Maybe I'll look for it. I'll see why we having this conversation. He also said true, Jay.
He had another statement after that one?
I guess so. I think that's what Token is saying. So Bob, you don't want in on this at all?
Nope.
And this is one of the conversations I was having.
I'm gonna really start keeping my opinions to myself, because I'm getting tired of people, bro. And sometimes I just want to tell motherfucker, a lot of times when they say it's no stupid questions, I agree, but sometimes it is a stupid ass question. I don't care what you put it. Sometimes it is it's like everything. Everything is nothing is an absolute. Sometimes it's a dumbass question. And to prevent me from calling you a dumb, stupid motherfucker, I just shut my mouth. Or if I say some crazy stuff that I know that I say, because people always say, I don't think I speak my mind, but a lot of people say you speak your mind and you kind of harsh. Sometimes people need to hear that shit, bro. I'm not trying to hear it. I need to hear it from time to time. So that's why I just start keeping my what we did.
Okay. Thank you, Token. I was able to pull it up. Let me pull it here. So it says the slide before this says let me go back actually. Here. Shabuzi just released a statement regarding his Grammy speech. Let me make this so people can see. Just released a statement regarding his Grammy speech. Black people have also built this country. My words were never intended to dismiss that truth. First and foremost, I want to express my deep gratitude for everyone who has supported and celebrated my journey as an artist. I also want to acknowledge the conversations surrounding my acceptance speech. To be clear, I know and believe that we, Black people, have also built this country. My words are never intended to dismiss that truth. I am both a Black man and son of a Nigerian immigrants. In an overwhelming moment of winning my first Grammy, my focus was honoring the sacrifices my parents made by coming to this country to give me and my siblings opportunities they never had. At the same time, winning this award on the first day of Black History Month and becoming the first Black man to win the Best Country Duo is Black history. It stands on a foundation laid by generations of Black people who fought, sacrificed, and succeeded before me. To all of us. Okay.
Yeah, he could have said that at first. When you come back out with it, that's time to, that's a PR thing, and we could
the damage control, man.
Right, we got to get in front of this. Whatever, we got to clarify some things.
No, because and another thing too. I just want to ask one question, right? When he became the superstar he became in the country music, did they call him a Black man or did they call him an illegal immigrant? Because when he first came, I could have sworn they was just calling him, it's this Black dude that's been taking over, goddamn it. What you call it? You've been riding on the Black. You never put immigrant in front of anything. You were just riding on Black.
Yeah, because that's what I thought he was. I thought he was just a Black dude. You know what I'm saying?
But then when you start getting the fame, now you're an immigrant.
Yeah, you start winning shit, you're an immigrant. God forbid you start killing shit, you back Black.
But that's the only thing about that, though. You didn't come out with the Black to start the shit. but you Black now, but now you're an immigrant. But when he was trying to get the motherfucking, what they call it, the scholarships, when you starting to get all this other shit, you Black. But then when you get the shit, you're an immigrant.
That's what I was saying in previous conversations. It's always convenient to align with Black people. When it comes time to, in this case, I think it's damage control. Because I think you said you wrote out a speech. So you knew what you were going to say before you said it. Right. And then after people started coming at you for the fact that you completely ignored American Black history. Now all of a sudden, you know what? Actually, what I meant was Black people they built this country too.
No, the hit with what had happened was
Black people created country music. What the fuck is we talking about? Black people were some of the first cowboys. What the fuck is we talking about?
Talk to him, Jay. Talk to him. Talk to him, Jay.
Y'all didn't have that in Nigeria. Y'all didn't have cowboys and stuff that I know of. That we, you know what I'm saying? That's an American thing. Black Americans created that first whole genre of country music first. Don't let Garth Brooks and Toby Keith and all them dudes have you fooled that this is they got on board. They took that shit like they did rock and roll.
Hey, what Token say? That he said that he said what, Token?
That find a video of him saying that at the Country Music Awards. Let's see. I'll pull it up while y'all can keep going.
Must be a little biased to Shabuzi. Token must really fuck with Shabuzi. That's what it is. You can tell we really fuck with somebody. We try to make an excuse for the world for him. And I'm with everybody on it. Everybody do it. I do it too. I'm putting myself in there too. We all humans. When you mess with somebody like that, you're gonna find excuses for them. Until you're like, man, you know what? I can't find no more. You're right.
I do that when if it's something that I know about, if I have actual information on, I know for sure that what's being said is not true, and I feel like having the conversation, I will definitely be like, I'll be like Token. So he said that black people created country music. He said that at the Country Music Awards that black people created country music.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You know what I mean? But I mean, what I'm saying is that when he my response was what Ma was saying is that when he came out, it wasn't immigrant this or immigrant that. We kind of assumed that she was black. Maybe that's our fault.
Maybe that's our fault.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to find it right now within this conversation. But yeah, man, I noticed that with cultures, when it comes time to celebrate something or get some recognition for something, yeah, black people. But then when it comes time to look at something through a different, maybe not so happy spotlight, that's black people. That's black people. That's not my people. So,
or you get a motherfucker talking about, they not black and all this and that, and they Christian too.
Then they.
Hey man, come on, let's move on. Let's go.
The words were, "I'm Christian first."
No.
That's what it was.
Nigga, you black first. You was born black. Anything you could do. What's the saying? Only thing I gotta do is stay black and die. You're gonna be black before anything. Before when you came out the womb, you were black. Then you start getting all this knowledge. Man, okay. You there you go. I already know. I know what it is. And I fuck with you on that. You cool, you right.
Oh shoot, my fault, every day. Join again. I clicked the wrong one. My fault. And tell you what, I don't claim being an American. That's your prerogative, bro. It's your prerogative. As long as you're legal, we cool. I'm just kidding.
How they said, you a black American. I don't care what you talking about. You ain't African. We black Americans.
Okay, so thank you guys for kicking it with us. Share this with 2 people. Let them know that your favorite After Church podcast is live. Those are 2 subjects that specifically the Shabuzi one, but the Super Bowl one was definitely one that I wanted to have a conversation with y'all about. But so this is one that came across my purview, and I really want to hear you guys' thoughts about it. So I'm wondering if you guys have the same thoughts about this man. Went to prison. I don't know his backstory, but he was in prison for a certain amount of years. I'm assuming that it was an elongated amount of time, at least 5 years. And he got out of prison and ended up creating 7 kids with 6 different women.
So you said it the Christian way. I'm gonna say it the N-word way. He got out of prison. He missed all that fucking. He came home and he just started fucking. Huh?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. That's what we're gonna say. All right, bet.
All right, check it out.
Like who follow me and who don't, but coming out of the penitentiary, I was impulsive and I didn't have no penis control. And if y'all look at my TikTok, y'all see I got a bunch of babies by different women. And I can say as a man, that was one of the most foolish things I ever did in my damn life. Like having kids, having no penis discipline and just putting it anywhere and busting inside of motherfuckers, like that was one of the most foolish things I ever did in my life. Like it's so rough raising kids with multiple women. It's so rough. There's no way you're gonna get around certain people being jealous, and that's natural. There's no way you're gonna be able to give the kids equal amount of time. You got females you got the ones that get mad because they feel like you're doing more for the other kid, so they don't let you see the kid. You got the ones that use them as pawns, like, and then also it really weakens the family structure and the family foundation, because I can't be the king of so many different castles. You know what I'm saying? I can't be the king of all these different castles. Then, like, you know, they moms date other men, and I'm not one of them dudes who be like, man, don't have no nigga around my baby. That ain't me. I don't do that shit. I accept it for what it is, and I just pray and hope, and that the women that I have kids by, pick decent men to bring around the kids. And I do feel like the women that I have kids by, they are decent enough women. They not gonna have just know anybody around them. So I respect any man that they bring around. But man, it's so hard, man. That's just that's one of the biggest challenges of life, man. Like, I will admit that I've cried several times not seeing my kids. I have 7 kids by 6 different women, and it's 3 of them that I don't get to see because of their parents, and because of their mother, excuse me. And my oldest son, we just got a challenging relationship because I went to the penitentiary when I was 15 when I had him, and I went to the penitentiary at 16. Then I didn't come out till he was 9, and I went back before he turned 11. Before his 11th birthday, I went back, and like when I came home. But we gonna get that together. I ain't too much worried about that. He just on his own venture. But like, that's one of the most challenging things I've had to do in life, man. Having kids by multiple women. Any dude who like going through this, man, and if you can make it work with one baby mama or 2 or whatever, man, please do it, man. Please do it for you, for her, for the kids, and for anything else, man. It's just safer, it's stronger, obviously. Man, don't get out here and be rushed to put your penis anywhere, man.
All right. So people in the comments say, I was 30 years old, married, very much had a master's degree and career. I had my son and sat down immediately. 1 child is my capacity. That's all I can handle. 7 kids, 6 women. For anyone who came to 7 kids, 6 women, for anyone who the comments came to find out. Took my CM to court, child's mom. I don't know how you didn't see after the 3rd one. So true. I always tell my BD, you can't be in 2 places at once. One person will always lack, no matter how hard you try. You're a grown man, accepting accountability. That's the first step. All right. What are you guys' thoughts about that? I'm wondering if you have any one of the thoughts that I have.
See, now I can talk to this because there's some everyday people that we need to get some advice to. See, I can fuck with this. I can rock with this because I'm kind of an old head now. And I think me and Jay every day, we talk about this all the time. And I talked about this plenty of times in the barbershop I go to, off Lake. Go to B, he hook you up off Lake. Lake and Cicero. Right? We talked about this. And I told them, because we were talking about, telling your kids, like, bro, it ain't, like, we done it. Like, I'm married now. I done got it all out my system. I've been done a long time ago. I've been out the game. But you was out here fucking with all them women. And when you come to realize when you get older, that you should have, like, somebody should have told you it's not worth it. If you can just, like I always say, if you go out there and you have sex with multiple women, I get it. But I'm cool with my son just finding one woman when he break his virginity or whenever he do, and he's living with that one woman, and you ain't got to even test out all the other women. It's cool with just that one. And we don't make that, and men don't say that enough to me. We understand what they're going to probably do, but I think if we as grown men tell other young men that it's okay, it's not lame for you to grab one woman, get your kids, and do all that stuff and be with that one woman for the rest of your life, that's okay, that's cool. If that's what you want to do. But going around here and you'll be in these predicaments too with all these kids and not having really no time for yourself, and you're not going to be, another man going to be raising your kids, because with 7 kids, you can't be all the places at once, especially if they're not in the same household. And then you had them by all these different women too as well. It's not going to go well because there's too many brains in a kid mind or whatever like that that's going to be going on. The man that she probably end up with is going to be the one that influenced your kid and going to have the most influence on your kid because he's staying in that household. So I totally agree with them. I think it's real, like, as men, we need to start putting young men on game and talking about you don't got to be out here smashing everything. That shit used to be cool, and we used to think that shit was a badge of honor. Shit's stupid. Really, really stupid. We need to start telling these young men that you don't have to do that. It's cool with you just getting with one woman and staying with one woman and building your family and building your kingdom with just that one woman. That's okay. And I think the more we'll say that to some of these kids, I think they'll start listening. Because we think they don't listen, but the kids be listening. And they also do sometime off your actions. If you're doing that stuff, they're going to probably try to do it too. That's why whatever you is doing out here, don't be letting your kids see you doing all this ignorant and crazy shit. Because I'm a firm believer in do what I say, not as I do. But I also am not going to let you see me out here doing foolish stuff neither. I'm going to try to live the righteous path when I'm in front of you all the time and always. But like that's kind of my sentiment of it. I don't think we as grown men need to start teaching these young men that you don't have to be out here just screwing women just to be screwing women. Because all it is a badge of honor. You ain't even, as adult now, as I'm 41, I don't go around talking about all the women I screwed. I never even mention it. It don't matter. It don't have no validity, it have no weight, it have no nothing. It's just something about your own ego. And I wish my grandfather, my uncles then would have told me that, no, you ain't got to do all that. Go grab your woman, bro. It's cool. It's cool to just be grabbing you a woman, go get you a house and just go to work and do it, build with your family, build your kids up. That's cool. But that's all I have with that.
Jay, every day?
Yeah, I agree, man. I think, having one woman is fine. Like, I think people are so focused on having these so many different experiences, but when you have a whole bunch of different experiences, you get confused.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You get confused, and then you don't know what you want, and you know what I mean. This person feels better, but I like this person. It's a lot of confusion. So, just to keep it short and simple, it's like I'm with Maul on this. It's best that you just get you one, keep you one, and get up out of there. And look, I'm almost 41 myself, so I'm not a spring chicken, but I just like no, I'm not a spring chicken. But get you one, keep you one, man. All of them different experiences. One of the number one things that kind of messes up men is, again, like he's having baby mama problems and all that other shit, is dealing with multiple women and having multiple women. That really messes up men. And, and you really realize like that's the downfall a lot of time. Cause you jumping from woman to woman or, multiple women at the same time, that becomes a man's downfall. And you kind of forget your purpose as a man. And your purpose isn't to be laid up under no woman.
Well, I agree with both of you. I was thinking one of the things that I was thinking about this was, he had got, I don't know how long. I truly do think it was an extensive amount of time that he was in jail. And do you think that a contribution to why he did this was the fact that he was in jail?
No.
Just the fact that
it's just an excuse. Nah, I don't think so.
K never listened. What's up? I've never seen you in 4K. Sorry, 4K never listened. Never seen you in a stream before. Welcome.
K, what's going on, K?
The reason why I said it is because obviously there's no women in jail, and assuming that he wasn't
there's no
other men in the jail.
Yes, there is. There's female guards.
But I mean, that may apply to him, may not apply.
They be fucking them female guards.
Yeah, I agree. I know that for sure.
They probably be fucking the male guards too.
And that's what I'm just going off of the assumption that that's not happening. Like he wasn't getting anything.
Okay, I got you.
So he finally gets out of jail and is like, man, I got all of this built up. Then he goes and gets 6 women pregnant. And that's what I mean when I say, do you think it's a reflection of the fact that he was in jail?
But no, he said he started when he was 15. He had his first baby when he was 15. He was in and out of jail since then. So he's been in and out of jail. So he'll go back and forth with like fucking women, getting them pregnant, go to jail. Fucking women, go to jail, get pregnant. So he's been back and forth like that.
True, that makes sense. Dang, I must have missed that part because I remember him. I thought when he said he started at 15, that was like being incarcerated.
No, I think you say he had his first baby too when he was kind of like 15 too.
Oh, so yeah, it's definitely a lack of everything about this is bad.
Facts.
Everything about this is bad. There's not a good light to look at this through, and I don't know what his career choice is, but we say, we always use people like Nick Cannon and Future as the staple for one man that has a whole bunch of kids and you can't have a relationship with them. Now we have a man that's not them, and he's in the similar boat to them. I'm sure we talked about here on the podcast. It was between like 11 rappers or 12 rappers or people in music. It was like 140 something kids or 100 something kids.
Oh, between them alone?
Between them alone.
Shit, when you throwing athletes, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, freaking, what was it? Stephon Diggs? Is that who I'm talking about? That
Cardi B boyfriend? You talking about one Cardi B?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 kids born in 1 year.
Hey, but who is that more in sentiment on? Is that more on the women or more on him?
That's where I was going with it. This is one man that got 6 different women pregnant. Who's that worse on? The 6 different women that allow one man to get them pregnant, or the one man that got 6 different women pregnant?
I think I had a conversation about this too with somebody because I was going back and forth because I was like, that's on the women. But now if we flip it and we got one woman with 6, 7 different baby daddies, that's on the baby daddies. You see what I'm saying? Like if you flip it, it's whoever kept doing this when you already know that this person got all these kids. If you baby father number 7 or 8 between this one lady, like, nigga, that look crazy on you.
What you think about that, Jay, Day? You think it's the same if one woman got pregnant by 6 different men?
Yeah, I mean, look, the great Dr. Frances Cress Wilson, she once said, you play around with sex, the joke is on the offspring, right? So it just, it don't even, at this point, and, it really don't even matter who is on. You got a fucked up ass alpha. You know what I'm saying? You got a child that's going to be down bad out here. They definitely going to be behind the 8-ball, right? So it's definitely on both parties. Yeah, I think that in the hood, right, you'll hear that somebody who had 35 kids. You mean to tell me you was baby mama number 20, and you know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's you hear a lot of drug dealers or whatever, they might have a lot of baby mamas and kids and shit throughout the hood. It's like, you mean to tell me that you decided that you was going to have a baby by this dude? For whatever reason. But at the end of the day, the joke is still on the kids because who's going to look after those kids? Like if he goes to jail or, the mother maybe starts struggling and stuff like that. This is why it's very important who you decide that you're going to lay up and have children with. You just can't lay up and have kids with anybody.
And Jerry, I want to piggyback off what you said. You have all those kids. Do they know each other? Are they having sex with each other and don't even know it?
Right. That's some more shit.
That's some more you got to look at. Because if you around here just spreading things and just going to different estates and somebody just so happened to go, this dude up here having what's it called? What they be doing in Alabama? Incest.
Yeah, incest Alabama.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to know that. You don't know who their cousins is, who they this is, who that is, and you having kids all spread all over the country and you not even letting them meet each other and stuff like that. That's another type of thing right there.
That's facts, man. I think this is just the only word I can think of to really describe this is just brokenness. Just broken families, broken family ties. But I have more questions about it as far as the women that you got pregnant, are they in the same city, same vicinity of each other? Are they in different states? Would your kids know each other? And then, so Token just said, you're assuming that all of their partners know that they have multiple kids with multiple people.
Hey, that's not an excuse, Token, because that's why you got to do your I don't want to curse at you. I'm not cursing at you, but that's why you got to do your research, do your vetting.
Yeah.
So that's not an excuse.
Better than that.
That's not an excuse. You got to come up with a better excuse than that. That's when you do vetting. That's why you don't just have kids just off the window. That's you getting to go around this woman, getting to go around her family, seeing her mother, seeing her father. Before you start to talk about I'm having kids and I'm going to marry this woman. You don't just come off the cuff like that. No, that's not as good excuse, Token.
And that's what one of the things I was thinking about and considering in this conversation is just for the sake of conversation. Hypothetically, they didn't know. Hypothetically, there's still like how soon into these interactions were these women getting pregnant, or was he impregnating these women?
So
because I would hope.
So you just having unprotected sex just that quick?
I mean, that's the realization of the things, man. People have unprotected sex real quick.
Yeah, but how was that idealistic, not realistic? How was that not realistic? And should we start making excuses? This is dumb excuses for people. We're making excuses. So this shouldn't be the norm. You shouldn't know about a woman or how many kids she got or how many baby daddies she got before you impregnate her. Come on now. You should know all this stuff.
Yeah, like it's difficult for a woman. I feel like that'd be difficult for a woman to hide. It'd be a little bit easier for a man to hide. But even then, it's like you still need to be doing your research on this man. You know, like
asking people about him. And especially in this today and age, when we got social media, motherfucker can't hide too much forever, bro. You see friends of friends and start going down the rabbit hole. You start finding out everything you need to know about a person.
And as far as kids, this is one of the things that I really think about in these situations. So the man has 7 kids with 6 different women. When is he ever with any of them? And I'm saying that because if he has 6 women that he had available to get pregnant, either it was the short version is either it was far too easy for him to get them pregnant, or they just missed all of the signs. Like if somebody it's well, they don't care because he's a celebrity, so they throw it at him. They want him to get them pregnant. But
dumbass shit.
But at some point in your conversations with people, you're gonna hear a kid in the background. Unless they just completely cut you off. Like when they're around their kids, there's complete no communication whatsoever. At some point, you're going to see something. You're going to see a car seat. You're going to see some kids' shoes. You're going to see some kids' toys. You're going to see something. So, I also have the question, do the women that he got pregnant also have other children from other men? So, no, I can't. I get you, Token. It's idealistic for people to... I don't even say it's idealistic. I get why you're saying that it's idealistic and not realistic, but it should be realistic to know about if a person that you're dealing with has children or not.
So if it's not idealistic and realistic and whatever he's saying, why are they more common? Why is it not like, because you can say that it's only a selected number, a handful of men. When you start doing the percentages, it's only like a handful of men that's out here doing this shit. So why is it not more?
Statistically speaking, more women have children than men.
But what I'm saying is though, right? Why is it not like, because it's not that. What I'm saying is when you really look at the percentages and you start breaking it down, the percentage is not jumping off the chart and not crazy. You get what I'm saying? So why is it the percentages, if this is not so idealistic and common, why is it not jumping off the scale to where like, oh, this is a mass thing. We need to get control of this stuff. We need to start talking to them about that.
Because people are stupid.
Facts. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that all day.
And they say, this is a prime example. They say basically the poorest men have the most children.
I ain't got nothing to look, I'm telling you, boy, when you are hard-working man, you ain't got time to be doing all that fucking. Niggas that ain't got no time. Oh, my bad.
Oh, no, Elon Musk got a lot of kids.
But I'm talking to them that's super rich. So you still got a lot of time because you're super rich. You feel me?
I mean, they say
I'm talking about working every day. I'm talking about hard blue-collar workers.
I don't know. Back in the day, man. Back in the day, blue-collar workers had a lot of kids. What's a lot of kids?
Yeah, that's a good question. How many kids is a lot of kids?
Shit, to me,
I got 3. That's a lot of kids.
I was gonna say after 2.
No, I don't think. To me, I don't think it's such thing as a lot of kids. That's between you and your wife. It's like, to me, it's like different categories. If that's between you and the same partner, yeah, you got a lot of kids between you and the same partner. But if you got kids all over the fucking place, nigga, what the fuck is you doing?
Now, some beauty said as many as you can't afford.
That's a fact.
That is true though. So, well, I mean, we already get the sentiment. Token said, go back to our ancestors. They had a lot of kids. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If we're talking for the sake of conversation as an ancestors, I need more information.
With the same people though. I don't think the conversation is, as long as it's with the same people, I think that's cool. It's when you start having like him, 7 kids with 6 different women, and they're not all in the same household.
That's my biggest gripe with it all.
That's the only thing. Now, if he has 7 kids with 7 different women and they all stay in a big ass mansion or on some property,
tell her what y'all want.
Pause your mic, Jerry Day. I think that's cool. Even if you got, okay, say he did have all these kids with all these different women, but he got a fucking estate, a big ass mansion that all of them live on. All his kids grew up and they know each other. I don't think we'll be saying there's nothing wrong with that, because that's where he living. But when you got kids all over the place, I think that's the problem, because you can't really be a father then.
That's what he was saying in the video too. He said, Token said, my dad is one of 12, 2 different dads. I think that's a very great ratio.
To me too, point exactly. It's just, to me, when you start having all these, and they all over the place. They probably, your dad, I know Token, so that's my brother. That's my brother right there. That's my little brother. That's my little bit. He called himself the big brother, but I'm the big brother because I'm the oldest. But that's my brother right there. And because his dad is my pops too. I call his dad my pops too. So when you know each other and you know they got the camaraderie and they know all each other, that's, to me, that's a little bit different than you having them all over the place and you not knowing who is who. You don't even know who your brothers and your sisters really are. I think that's the problem that we're getting with the situation. I think that's what it is. It's the situation.
I wouldn't necessarily have anything. So with your example, if they were all in the house together, I've said that about Nick Cannon. I've said it about any other man that we know that had all of these kids. I would have much less of an argument if they were all in the same house.
Yeah.
Now, I would also have questions like how, and obviously this is not, you owe me this information type of questions. I would just have questions. If you're willing to answer it, cool. If not, cool. How does this work though?
That's their business.
It is. It is.
Because you know what I look at it as? He's doing the right thing by got his kids there. He's taking care of those women. Those women not out here in the streets looking for another man to take care of their kids. Those kids are not lost looking for another daddy. They got a daddy in the household. So long as he's doing the right thing by them and got everybody and he's taking care of everybody, hey, man, power to you, bro. I wish I had the courage to do that. I don't got the courage to do that.
That's the beauty. The reason for family unions were to know family and prevent accidental incest.
Facts, though. Sister every day, right? Just facts.
Yeah, man. So basically, it's like in that case, if everybody's in the same house, let's just say this guy, he gets a mansion and everybody moves in. Would you say that that's basically akin to 6 different marriages?
Hey, man, he doing what he needs to do. He can do whatever he want to do. I don't have no questions. I'm the problem type of person. I like less information as possible. I'm on a need-to-know basis with everything. I don't need to know that man business. I don't care. He's doing the right thing. They not out here robbing, stealing. He's raising his kids. They know who they is. They know who their parents are. They know who their sisters and brothers are. Let that man rock out.
Yeah. The ultimate, like, hey, I agree. Ultimately, do your thing. I hope your family, you are able to bring your families together. But it might be a little tough on Javid. You got anything else before we go to the next thing?
No, man, keep your Johnson in your pants.
see what they're doing now. Put that Johnson away, man. What your shit doing now, bro?
Put that up, man.
Hey, put that up, man. What you doing?
Let's see. All right. Yes, I wanted to talk about this one. This is something Moss into it. So thank you guys for kicking it with us. Share this with 2 people. Let them know that your favorite After Church podcast is alive. Now, this is something Moss sent to us, and
I really didn't want to talk about it no more, but I want to talk about it. Go ahead.
Oh no.
Go ahead. No. We're gonna wrap it. I'm gonna wrap it. I'm gonna have my opinion on it anyway. It don't matter. Go ahead. Whatever you put. Because I said 2, but I don't know which one you're gonna pick. I kind of got a I know you're gonna pick that one. Oh no, Jerry, they sent this.
Oh, you did? Oh yes. You're right. My fault. Jerry, they sent this. Okay, so this is something Jerry Day sent us, and I want to know if you guys, God dang it, Jerry Day.
You know he out and about. He journeyman, so he's gonna be in and out. It's cool. Go ahead.
All right, so check this out, y'all. Let's see if y'all got my same sentiment.
Women are taught quality. Okay. How many Barbie dolls is a girl gonna have? You might get a black. You're gonna get you the main Barbie because that's what you know what I'm saying. We're gonna get into it, the main Barbie, and then somebody, mama or friend or sister, gonna be like, get her a black Barbie. She's gonna have a, since she might have 2, right? You don't get you might have another kind of doll, but it ain't a Barbie. You gonna have that one Barbie.
Real quick, my homie Smiles in here. What's up, Smiles? Glad to see you.
Smiles?
Bro.
Barbie might get a boyfriend. She's gonna have a one Ken. You accessorize Barbie. You don't get a bunch of Barbies. You, on the other hand, little boy, Rowdy Piper, Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, Junkyard Dog. You get the quantity. You get more than one. You got a collection. She's gonna get that one doll. You get a bag of toy soldiers. She gets one little thing. You get a 6-pack of Hot Wheels.
A couple games.
She get a bike. You get skates and a skateboard and a 10-speed this year, 12-speed if you big enough. Your underwear. Right now, grown man, if you ain't going designer, you got 5 in a pack. She always buying 1 at a time. Because it has to be quality, it has to hold up. She's gonna buy a penny and her bra. You're gonna go get your wife beater, sir. You're not gonna get it 1 at a time. You're gonna get a pack of 3 to 6. Everything you do is gonna come in an assortment because your mind is engaged differently. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Boy, I'm there.
You sit down for Christmas, you give your girl $20,000. Here you go, baby, go get some.
First of all, hold on.
She been saying how she won't.
Pause. Who the fuck giving that girl $20,000? $20,000 for Christmas shop. I think I go buy you some. I ain't giving no goddamn $20,000 though.
Entertainers, man.
It's true, but still.
I thought that too. I'm like, bro, they throw that in the strip club.
Yeah, when you get them the random hoes, I know you can get that to your lady.
Dang. if you giving a random, matter of fact, never mind. You keep doing that, simp, sucker. Keep doing what you're doing. If you get at the random women. Go ahead, let it finish though.
Want clothes and this and that, and you like 20, she set. Man, she come home with 1 pair of shoes and a bag for 20. You be like, what is you doing? You could have baby, hold on, whoa. You could have we're taught quantity. Women are taught.
Y'all know how we do. Let's check these comments. Jock straight somebody on. Did I ever think I would agree with Jock? Of course. You know a man has wisdom when he sits down with his legs crossed like your uncle. He actually said something. I ain't gonna lie. I'm picking up what he putting down because he ain't lying. He just gave one of them Charleston White analogies, broke it all the way down and made it make sense. That 20K analogy was the cherry on top. That was the sassiest smart thing I ever heard young Jock say. Okay, all right. So, Jerry Day, you sent this to us. What were?
Yeah, it was just basically your general thoughts. I kind of agree with it. You know, when I sat back and I thought about things, I kind of agreed that we excuse the noise in the background. We have Rico Beans, but I agree with it.
Rico
Like,
Beans?
yeah, man. Connie's,
Another iconic Chicago spot. Go ahead, continue.
yeah, Connie's was packed, man. So
Okay.
slid over here. But yeah, when I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, we are kind of, as you know, boys, you know, growing to be men, we are kind of fed the quantity over quality. So I just kind of wanted you guys to take on that.
Mo, you want to go first?
No, you go first.
You go first.
No, you go first. Go ahead. Cause I'll go first.
Hey, let's do something different, boy. Y'all rock, paper, scissors, boy. rock, paper, scissors, boy.
We on different times. All right. So I'm down for it.
Go ahead, man. I'll go first. I ain't doing this shit. No, but what I was saying was, I was like looking at him crazy. And then all of a sudden he started talking. And I'm like, oh. But nigga, when he hit that analogy, because I was listening to it while I was in, because JVZ sent it and I wanted to go ahead and listen to it if I forget. I was in the shower while I let it play. And nigga, I look down and look at my underwear and I'm like, nigga, I love me a fresh 3-pack silk, you know, boxer briefs. I'm not going to get them $20, $40 one pair of underwear. Nigga, I go buy a Walmart to go get me a pair of N1. Them logs be so comfortable. Go get me some, what's Target? What's Target brand? No, what's the, it's another Walmart brand I got. But it's a bunch of brands that I use from Walmart and they always have 3 to 4 in a pack. And I'm always trying to get the ones with at least 4 in a pack. You feel me? So he kind of was making sense when he brought that down with the tank top, the wife beaters, and he broke it down when he talking about the underwear. Because I never go get like underwear like that. I always have 3 to 4 in a pack of underwear. Maybe, you know, you go too cheap if you go with the 6 or something like that. It's really cheap. But yeah, he got me with that. And it's the analogy. And I'm like, I totally agree with him. I totally agree with like everything he said, like we do.
My thought was that is an absolute lie. I thought 100% the opposite of what he was saying in every single example that he gave.
Okay.
Every single example that he gave. When he mentioned the underwear, I think he mentioned underwear in there too, right?
Yeah, that's what I just got to talk about. That's what I just got to talk about.
They mentioned the underwear. Have you never heard of Victoria's Secret sale? They'll do like a 7 for $30 or something like that.
But that's individual. It don't come in a pack. It's individual.
But it's still 30 though.
But I'm saying it's individual.
7 for 30.
It's individual.
I ain't never seen any situation where a girl only played with one Barbie doll. It's always multiple Barbie dolls.
Not played with more than multiple Barbie dolls, but you buy one Barbie doll at a time. Right, it only comes basically with one, maybe 2. It depends on, you might get a lot of times it's only one. When you talk about Hot Wheels, you get a pack of Hot Wheel cars. You get a pack, everything, right? Everything when it comes to boys is a pack of this, a pack of that, a pack of socks, a pack of drawers. Or goddamn, just, you know, I mean, that's just how it comes. I mean, that's been my experience, you know. And maybe you buy things one at a time. I don't know. I'm starting to buy things one at a time. One good pair of drawers actually is okay. You know what I mean? I'm talking about that you buy at a time, not that you're going to consistently reuse, but you buy at a time. Buy you one good pair of drawers. And you know, they might be $20, $30.
Women have packs of underwear too.
I'm not saying they don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, go ahead. My fault.
I think, but it's kind of sold to us. I think the point is that it's sold to us to buy more. So, like you said, the quantity versus the quality. Men, we don't learn about quality until a little bit later on in life. It's not really stressed upon.
I think he made a valid point when he said when he gave his wife or he gave his girl $20,000 and she come back with 2 gifts. You give me $20,000, I'm for to go absolutely bonkers. You hear me?
That's my point.
I'm gonna come back with so much stuff, it's gonna be crazy. You talking about, man, all the cologne and the guns and the shoes I want? What? I'm gonna go crazy.
Bro, ain't no woman about to get $20,000 and only buy one thing. That's never gonna happen.
That's the fact. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't know what type of woman you be fucking with, but a woman will go get a bro. They'll fuck around and go get a $20,000 Birkin bag purse. They'll go get that one purse, that one bag. They wouldn't buy multiple. They'll go buy that one good, expensive ass bag. Spaces.
And so that's what I look. Cultivate. Yes, we do. Let me get the 6-pack of big draws. Cotton. Comfort is key. Cultivate know what I'm talking about.
Man,
they ain't about to go buy one pair of shoes.
Because you want me to tell you why?
They got $20,000 in their account. They about to go shopping. They not to.
You want me to tell you?
Of course, they can buy one purse potentially. Yeah. And men can buy one jacket or like two things. Men can go if they got $20,000. They can get one car. So yes, there are things on both ends that have 20,000. I'm saying I refuse to believe that a woman comes up with $20,000 and the majority of the time they buy one thing or two things. They're about to come back with bags.
I'm calling cap on Cultivate. You won't know why? Because all those panties she just talking about, them is her period panties. Them not her regular everyday sexy panties. That's cap. She's not going on no date with those panties on. She's not getting no sexy time with her, unless she married and she got a dude or something like that. But that's cap. She know them period panties. Them grandma bloomers. She's not wearing those on the regular thing. She's not wearing those parachute drawers out here just to be wearing them.
Parachute? Nasty Beauty said men's races are cheaper than women. Women's clothes are cheaper than men's. That's what I'm talking about with the quantity. They go shopping. They're not about to go and buy one pair of pants. They'll go shopping with $400 and come back with bags on bags. So that's why I'm disagreeing.
We're not talking about Shein and all this other stuff, bro. They gonna buy them lies. No, I agree with Jock though. I agree with Jock and Jerry Day on that one.
Nasty Beauty said that's not true. Which part, Nasty Beauty? Me? What I said wasn't true?
Or me? Or them parachute draws? Y'all know them parachute draws. You can jump out of a plane and be okay.
All right, so check this out. So Smile said, my wife and I went to the mall and we spent $300 at Victoria's Secret for a small bag of undergarments. That same $300 will give me 25 plus year supply of underwear.
Facts.
So,
I'm telling you, you'll go to motherfucking Target or Walmart and get them dinner. Jerry, they know what I'm talking about. Get them dinner thieves, them good underwear. 3 to 4 in a pack.
Bro, Barbie dolls come in multi-packs as well. That's why I'm just like, huh?
The cheap ones, them dollar store ones, yeah. But not no real Barbies. They don't come in no 3 in a pack.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it possible for them to spend a whole lot of money on one thing? Yes, that's true on both ends. But I can't say that that's exclusive to men more than it is to women. Not by any means. Not by any means.
Okay, I guess we can move on to the next subject.
Yeah, because we're gonna just agree to disagree on that one because I don't feel that way. I'm with the Jock and Jerry Day on that one.
Cultivate said, I do have my sexy pieces, but I'm off those big Jones often because at the end of the day, when you put on something sexy, men will be like, oh, those are nice. Take those off.
That's true, but I'm still saying, at the same time, women have two different. She's not gonna wear her sexy panties when she's on that time of the month. Then she wear when she go get those little hang underwears from Walmart or from wherever little convenience store that she just had when she have on this time of that month. She's not wearing the same. There's 2 different underwear.
Let me pull up this. I think I know what you're talking about, Ma. But
them parachute draws, you know what I'm talking about. You can jump out of place with the motherfuckers.
I was talking about something else when I said that.
Oh yeah, them parachute draws.
So Nasty Beauty said she disagreed with me when she said that's not true. She said a quality full will win at least $150 minimum. Coats are cheaper. I have to beg to differ. Like women's clothes
Go
in
look
general.
up La Perla. Go look up La Perla underwear. La Perla.
Let's say
Just
that
type
again.
in La Perla underwear. La Perla underwear.
Okay. What you want me to? You said you want me
Look
to
it
pull
up.
them up?
Google it. I said, can you hear me? Or is it
Yeah.
distorted?
He doing it now. He hear you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ain't no way people out here paying this, bro. Are you serious? Bro, people paying this? I feel weird pulling it up on the channel.
Yeah, they in business. Put it up. I mean, this is grown 18 plus, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been fucking since you was 12, according to Corey.
But yeah, I don't want to violate YouTube for real. Because these images that I'm looking up I'm looking up. That's coming up on Google Images might get us flagged. But what I'm seeing here, the first thing that came up was Moo Moo women's embroidered Duchess panty, $3,400. Mew Mew, I think that's what it's Mew Mew embroidered beaded silk briefs, women, green, $6,400. Ooh-wee. Let's see. Expensive men's underwear. Let's see if it. Okay, so J. Logan home, the boxer shorts, 1,800, and that's the highest. So even if she bought the $6,400 ones, she bought 3 of them. That's not just one.
But you gotta have bread for that though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They got cheaper.
You gotta look at it like this too.
But
just because she still buy 3, okay. So I'm gonna go by your logic, those spaces. If she buys 3 of those underwear, right? Right, that's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, a man will go buy 9 to 10. So it's still more. So the man is still going to get the quantity over the quality.
So I don't know if YouTube will let me put the link. Oh wow, never mind. I'm just delete it. But just type in La Perla underwear on Google. You'll see, and in Google Images, you'll see what I saw. Generally speaking, from what I've seen, even going to stores like the first one that comes to mind is Rainbow. That's some cheap clothes. Even if we're talking about, well, you said you're not talking about Fashion Nova and all of them, but in comparison, their stuff is cheaper than men's. So
what do they have?
I also saw. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jerry. I got a different point I want to make.
My bad, real quick. But you say Rainbow. Where is that mainly located?
I've only seen it in black neighborhoods.
What neighborhood? Exactly. I mean, you need affordable stuff for people. This is why you always see Family Dollar in the black neighborhood. You know you're in the hood when you see Family Dollar.
Dollar General.
That's the one I was thinking. I saw Dollar General, but it wasn't in. It wasn't in a higher end neighborhood.
No, Dollar General more in the like real area, like real down south country areas. Dollar General.
They got Dollar General in Villa Park. I'm talking about, you're in the hood and you see a Family Dollar. Next time y'all go out of town, look for a Family Dollar. I can guarantee you that's off some type of Martin Luther King Boulevard. And so.
You're right. It's right on Martin Luther King.
Remember we was in Columbus?
Yeah, we was right on Martin Luther King.
We was in Columbus?
Yeah. We see that, and then all of a sudden we start seeing liquor stores. We see one of those, then you start seeing liquor stores.
And then we start seeing gang shootout. Yep. So.
Gang shootout.
The Family Dollar is that's where all the 6-pack pennies at. But I had a different thing that I saw with this video. But maybe y'all don't care, but did y'all see how feminine his mannerisms were?
Who?
Young Jocks, especially at the beginning of the video. Like that crossing the legs thing, that always looks feminine to me. I don't care who you are. Like when you cross your legs like that, like he had them, and then the way he was like, he was shaking his head and twisting his wrists in certain ways. I'm like, bro, this is. Hold on, let me see if I can.
Nigga is in Atlanta.
Let me see.
He is in Atlanta. You didn't want me to pop? I'm sorry.
Okay. Now, you saw that too. I'm like, God, is he coming out? Like, no, allegedly, whatever. But all right. Watch the mannerisms. First of all, again, his legs are crossed. I don't like that. Personally, me. He can do whatever he wants, but I don't. I think that's feminine.
We're taught quantity. Women are taught quality. Okay. How many Barbie dolls is a girl gonna have?
Yeah. Maybe it's just me announcing beauty. But
hey, I'm with Smiles on that. Boy, that motherfucker $3,400 better come with some insurance and a life insurance policy.
Okay, so I'll get to this last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, get your opinions about. So thank you for kicking with us, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button, share this with 2 people, let them know that your favorite After Church podcast is live. So apparently there is a new virus that's going around, and it's from the description, it sounded like it's going to be another coronavirus. So let me see if I can. Not see if I can, but let me pull it up real quick. Here we go. This is how they describe it.
India recently announced that 2 young nurses were infected with something called Nipah virus. Nearly 200 people in nearby countries even set up screening points at their airports. What is Nipah virus? How does it spread? And are we going to see cases here in the U.S.? Let's break it all down. Nipah virus was first detected in 1998 during an outbreak among pig farmers in Malaysia. Since then, there's been roughly 700 cases reported worldwide. And while animals are typically the ones that get infected, humans can get severely sick. Infection can occur through direct contact with a sick animal or eating contaminated food. People can also spread the virus, usually through close, prolonged contact and exposure to bodily fluids like saliva or sweat. Symptoms first start with a few days of cough.
Y'all leave anything in your mom car?
And then will progress to seizures, confusion. The concern here is that Nipah virus is quite deadly.
Y'all leave
that get sick will
y'all leave anything in your mom car?
So far, Nipah virus hasn't been found outside of Asia, and global health experts say that the risk it continues spreading or even causes a potential pandemic is low. And here in the US, the CDC and our ABC Med team will continue monitoring the situation.
Oh, okay, let's see here. Not this again. It's already contained. It'll be all right. I'm always suspicious of mainstream media when they start by saying all you need to know. I'm always suspicious when they of mainstream media when they start saying all you need to know. They're telling you they only want you. They're telling what you only want to. They're telling you only what they want you to know. Sheesh. Why do all doctors or reporters start their speech by telling the Nipah history as long as we know? I hate this. Oh my God. And this is why being not close to that side of the world, oh, hey, never heard this before. I kind of hope there will be another quarantine that might sound bad, but I just want to go back to the golden days. Okay. So my question to you guys about this, and I'm going to pull up another illustration. It's a short one, an illustration of what they were saying and how it's spreading, how it started. But my question to you guys is, does this sound like the new COVID?
No, I haven't even heard about it until you said it.
That was the same with me too. I didn't know nothing about this. That's why I was gonna sit up and just listen to you and every day, because I have not heard of nothing about this whatsoever. This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Yeah, so this is what it sounded like. That is from the way they describe it, and this is my opinion, the way to describe it is it's similar to COVID. But every single one of these viruses, not every single one, but when I know for sure with COVID, they said COVID came from bats, like Asian bats. They're saying the Nipah bats, well, fruit bats to be specific. What is it like? I don't understand. Clearly bats are the common denominator in this. Like, why does this stuff keep coming up? And okay, let's extend the question then. Let's just say what would be your thought process if we go into another quarantine situation because this thing spread? Let's start with you, Mo.
Say it again. I'm sorry. Say what you said again.
What would be your thought process if they start saying, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be another COVID, and it's looking like, yeah, we're going to have to start quarantining people again, and running the whole COVID playbook again? What would be your thought process?
My thought process would be like, is the economy doing that bad that we need to go back into that to do something about this? That'll be the first thing to come to my mind. I wouldn't necessarily say it that. I'm like, is it something going on that y'all trying to hide? Like we always say, we know everything that come up ain't totally the truth when it comes to the government. So what else is y'all doing, and what else is the play?
Okay, go ahead, Jerry Day.
That's the only thing I'll be looking at. Is like, what else is going on? Like, what is y'all trying to hide from us? Like, is it really doing that bad? Like, what's wrong? What's up? Is the economy doing that bad? Y'all need to go ahead and do this and print some more money to boost the economy up. Like, what's going on? What's up? What's happening?
Yeah.
Y'all got some more stimulus checks or something? Like, what's going on? What's up? Tell the truth.
Jerry Day, what do you think? What do you think if they start, throwing out all of the same COVID paraphernalia about this new Nipah virus? What would be your thought process?
I don't know, man. I would have to just play it by ear, but I wouldn't worry about it. I wasn't worried about COVID. As a person who caught COVID, I wasn't worried about it.
You was the first one. You were one of the first people. But you had that first strain. I remember that shit.
I had the OG COVID.
Yeah. The other motherfuckers had that weak shit.
I thought I was going to die.
Yeah, the other niggas had that weak. They had that watered down shit. Every day had that fentanyl. That he had that pure cocaine back in 1989 type shit. Like pure cocaine.
And survive. Well, I was around here looking like I was on crack. Well, I mean, I lost that much weight. But again, I wouldn't worry about it. To me, all of this stuff is probably government made. I don't believe that it's from bats. I don't believe that. A lot of this stuff is probably from the CDC. So again, just play it by ear. Play it by ear. If taking a vaccine is, against your moral code, then, so be it. Don't take it. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's along the lines of exactly what I was thinking as well. It's like if it turns out to be another, if I find out that they're pushing it to be another COVID, they're doing the same thing. Saying the same things as they said with the Nipah virus as they were saying with COVID, then I'm just simply going to treat it the same way that I did before. I don't. I do believe that a lot of people lost their lives and lost loved ones from COVID and all that stuff. None of it ever sat right with me. And I kept saying, like, even when I watched this video, I'm like, why does this stuff keep coming from bats?
Who the fuck out here eating bats?
And that's why I'm trying to find that illustration. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. But it's like I don't understand, and this stuff always roots from overseas. I guess it's the whole completely different way of living. All the land and the territories and how they live their lives is different. I get it. But come on, man, like what? I don't know. It's just too suspicious. It's too many questions that don't make sense. Naps and Beauty said it's funny this is spreading around while Temu was selling steaks. I keep seeing Temu, certain stuff people are buying on Temu or Tamu, whatever they pronounce it as.
They're buying steaks.
According to Naps and Beauty, they selling steaks. But this is the illustration. What's that?
So have you guys ever bought anything from Temu?
No, not me.
Yeah, I bought some stuff. No, it was like,
how's the quality?
It depends on what it is, and you have to really look. Okay. I wasn't going to say this because it was just so embarrassing, but I'll say it anyway. Don't trust. I don't say don't trust. Be careful with trusting them, as far as when it comes to them selling name brand stuff for a substantially cheaper price. I went to buy some. I was trying to find a cheap option for some the 1 million cologne. So I bought it. Not only did it smell like potpourri, it didn't even say 1 million on the box or the bottle. It said like 1 million. Like 1 million or something like that. I forget what it was because I was just so disappointed. Well, in myself, not them, because I expected them to do what they do. But it was not the product. So it depends on what it is. It depends on what it is. I would never obviously get cologne or anything from there, but it's other stuff. Like my cousin told me that I think it was Temu that she got a couch from there. And I saw somebody doing unboxing. What's that?
The little blow up couch or the couch the foam couch?
I've seen people. I don't know if she got that one, but I've seen people unbox that, unwrap it, and all that stuff. It looks like it's decent, but that's just off them unwrapping it.
They do look decent. They got other brands, not the Temu brand, but just other brands that apparently people swear by.
Yeah, man.
And it's tough to say because I imagine that they'll make sure that it does what it's supposed to do for the first 30 days or so. But is the phone so soft that it shapes to you and it doesn't go back? You know what I mean? Or is the quality so thin that when you sit on it, it's going to start ripping? You know what I'm saying? So, but this is the illustration that I saw that it sounds like it aligns with the first video that we saw. All right.
It was never about a virus. The most dangerous part was how ordinary it looked. So how did it really begin? On a quiet farm, pigs were fed fruit every day. It was routine, predictable, until the cost became too high. So the farmer changed the system. Instead of buying fruit, he planted mango trees. At first, it worked perfectly. The pigs thrived. The expenses vanished. It looked like success. But nature never leaves the vacuum. When night came, fruit bats poured out of nearby caves. Mangoes weren't crops to them. They were an invitation. They took a few bites, dropped the rest, and disappeared back into the dark. These were never clean leftovers. By morning, the pigs ate the half-chewed fruit. Days later, they began to weaken. Then they started dying, one after another. No visible wounds, no clear explanation. The farmer handled the bodies himself. No protection, no warning, just hands, breath, and exposure. And that's when the line was crossed. The Nipah virus didn't arrive dramatically. It slipped through quietly, a brain-attacking virus with a fatality rate close to 90%. This disaster...
So that's the only explanation that I've seen. I'm not saying that there's not a different one out there. Bats ate the fruit fell off the tree, pigs ate the fruit that fell off of the tree, and apparently humans started breathing in of the fumes from it, and it was killing them. So I don't know, man. I as we said, I think what Jerry Day said that every so many years, there's a new virus that's suspected to be spreading around. And if you look at it, for the most part, the symptoms of all of these different things seem to be the same. But Naps and Beauty said helping Jay to the car was definitely a workout. And Smiles, this is what reminded me of the illustration. Smiles said, I thought they said it was from pigs. But hey, it's like, what can you do? If that's the direction that everything goes in, what can you do? Just live your life. I know me personally, I rejected. I didn't take the jab the first time. I'm not. If it just so happened that this thing blows up, I'm not taking it again. I'm not taking it this time either. Now, Beauty said it's just another form of H1N1. This is fairly new, and it's some people might say that it's contained, but I don't think I wouldn't call it contained if you don't really literally have it sectioned off. You don't. It's too many variables to call it contained. So I don't know. It's not. It doesn't seem like it's enough cases right now to give it any type of name, or its lethality, or it's the possibility of it being contagious. Is not enough cases. But yeah, man, that's I just wanted to get you guys' opinion about that, because I'm like, when I first saw this and I saw the explanation, I'm like, this been another one. I don't think bats are. I don't know, because I never studied bats, but I don't know of them to be these just natural carriers of diseases. Like what is going on with bats that they keep starting these different viruses and these different contagions? Why are people studying bats to see whatever's going on with their body has a natural immunity to whatever it is that they're spreading? So it doesn't affect the bats, but it affects all other life outside of the bats. I don't get it. By the way, great sweater, Jerry Day.
Thank you.
You guys got anything else you want to call it?
You can call it, man. I got the match.
Oh, go ahead. Take off.
All right. See the shirt?
Yeah.
See the sweater, but no, for real. The mesh is real quick.
I don't think he saw your text, Mo.
No, it's cool. Go ahead. Take off.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. Go.
All right. No, so real quick, think of how difficult it is to change yourself. And y'all think about how difficult it is to change yourself?
Yes.
All right. Now, tell me that since it's difficult that you can't change, difficult to change yourself, then that should let you know that it's going to be difficult to change somebody else.
Ooh.
If you can't change yourself, what makes you think you can change somebody else? So first work on self and try to change yourself and get yourself right before you start working on other people. And that's the mess for me today.
I like that.
This has been another edition of your favorite after church podcast, the KNoWKi podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, kings. I am your man, Spaces.
I'm here every day.
Hey, I go by your boy Maul, man. This has been me, the journey. We love y'all.